everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome if you are new here. I make beauty and makeup related stuffs on my channel, so if you are interested in all this fun stuff, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification to get notified every time I come up with a new video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the beginner's guide how to get a sculpted brow look ready for Instagram. So if you are interested, then keep on watching. I would be starting off with plugging the small hairs with a tweezer, and then I would move on to doing my brows. So it's very important to make a blank canvas before you're moving on to sculpt your brows. So make sure that there is no excess hair around your brows so that it looks clean. Then take a spoolie and brush your hair first in the downward direction and then to the upward direction so that all of your hair point towards your head. This will help to draw a straight and precise line under the eyebrows. Next, moving on to the products, you can use a eyebrow pencil. So this one is from MINISO. You need to make sure that you are using one shade or two shades lighter than your actual hair color. This will make sure that your eyebrows look natural and not too heavy. You can also use an eyebrow kit like the one that I'm showing here. This is by Wet n Wild. So this is a very inexpensive eyebrow kit and you get three products in this: the darker brown shade, a lighter brown shade, and a gel to set everything. So I would recommend you to use this. You also get a tweezer along with a brush. So it is very good for beginners as well as for professional makeup artists. Make sure that you're removing all of the products from the actual applicator and then make small strokes using the brush underneath your brows so that you can get a precise and straight line, and then move on to fill in your brows with the darker shade. So I would always recommend you to start filling your brows from the outer corner and then move on to the inner corner. Make sure that you're leaving the front part of your brows. That is where you need to apply the lightest shade and not the darkest shade so that it looks natural and not fake. Then take your spoolie and brush your hairs downwards and make sure that you are brushing it equally. After you are done with brushing your hair, then just use the same brush and try to fill in the gaps, and you just need to make sure that you are making strokes and not line. Just make small strokes and fill in the gaps and make sure that you are doing it evenly. So this technique differs from people to people. So everybody doesn't really have the same eyebrow shape. Some people may have rounder brows, some people may have arch like myself, and some people may have straighter eyebrows. So make sure that you're following the actual line of your brows and not going overboard with it. Just follow your actual brow line and fill in the gaps, and that will be good enough. Once we are done with the tail section of our brows, let's move on to the front section. So make sure that you are making very small strokes upwards and not horizontal. So you just need to follow the actual hairline and then just make small strokes with it, and make sure that you are using the lightest most shade from the palette for the front section of your brows. So now that we are done with filling our brows, let's move on to setting it. So I'm using the gel from the same palette and I'm just setting my entire eyebrows with it so that it doesn't really move anywhere from its place. Make sure that you're setting your brows with a gel. this will give you a more precise and stable brows. Then ultimately you can comb the entire brows using the same spoolie. This will give a more natural look and not a stiff look. Now that we are done with our brows, let's just sculpt it using a concealer. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. Make sure that you're using a concealer that is exactly your shade and not one shade lighter or darker. This will make sure that your brows look natural. So just take a little bit of concealer at the back of your hand and take a flat brush. Make sure that your brush is small and not too huge so that you can get precision with it, and apply the concealer under your brows, over your brows, and also in the front section. This will hide any kind of imperfection that you have made earlier. And then just blend everything very precisely using the same brush. So a lot of people like to use a sponge in this step, but I wouldn't really recommend you to do that as the concealer may be transferred to your brows. So just use the brush. If you want, you can use a bigger brush to blend, but I am using the same brush here. You can also use your fingers to blend. That is a very good tip. So yeah, after like blending the whole thing together, you are done with a really good sculpted eyebrows. And that's the finished result, you guys. See, the brows look so sculpted and yet natural. So this is how I do my brows every time, and I really hope that you got some information from this video. And I know that all of your eye shapes are different, so try this technique and let me know if it does work for you. And that's it. That's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed and you get a little bit of knowledge from this video. If you end up using my hacks to get a perfect sculpted brow, then don't forget to come on my Instagram and DM me. I would be more than happy to know that. And if you like this one, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification to get notified every time I come up with a new video. You can always follow me on Instagram as I'm always active there. And till then, stay safe, stay happy, stay positive. I will see you guys on my next one.